The ATSB has provided operators and pilots of Cessna 206 aircraft with guidance in the form of 2 safety advisory notices to improve survival in the event of an accident for those on board. The Cessna 206 is a 6-seat high-wing aircraft with a forward cabin door on the pilot's side and a double cargo clamshell-style door on the rear right side of the aircraft. However, when the aircraft's flaps are extended 10 degrees or more, the forward overlapping part of the cargo door is unable to open, requiring a multi-step process to open the rear part of the door to exit the aircraft. This increases the time taken to evacuate the aircraft and the risk of passenger injury if fire or ditching is a factor in the occurrence. The first safety advisory notice aims to ensure passengers have a thorough understanding of the use of the emergency exits with comprehensive pre-flight safety briefings and demonstrations, while the second encourages the removal of the middle row seat or the installation of an approved cargo door modification. These safety advisory notices follow several transport safety investigations that identified difficulties encountered by occupants exiting through the 206's rear cargo door when the wing flaps are extended. Most recently, the ATSB's final report into the collision with terrain involving Cessna U-206F Tango Delta Quebec. On the morning of the 1st of September 2024, the pilot of Tango Delta Quebec took off from a private aircraft landing area about 40 kilometres southeast of Mora in Western Australia to conduct a local scenic flight with 5 passengers on board. After bouncing twice on landing, the pilot attempted a go-around. However, an incorrect flap setting resulted in the aircraft failing to climb, impacting the right wing with terrain before the aircraft came to a stop in an adjacent field. The rear seat passengers, an older person and a child, were unable to exit the aircraft via the closest emergency exit, the cargo doors. The pilot tried to assist them but was unaware it was possible to open the rear part of the cargo door with the forward cargo door blocked by the extended flap. The pilot's attempts to retract the flaps to open the door were also unsuccessful. The pilot then instructed the rear seat passengers to climb over the middle row of seats to exit through the left forward cabin door. On release of the new Cessna 206H model, Transport Canada mandated the aircraft be restricted to 5 occupants via the removal of a second row seat. After a fatal Canadian 206 accident in 2018, Transport Canada issued an airworthiness directive that required older models of the Cessna 206 to align with the same occupancy limits required for the Cessna 206H, providing occupants in the rear seats with easier access to the forward left cabin door. In 2023, Transport Canada approved a supplemental type certificate to provide an additional handle that is installed internally near the forward cargo door. When activated, the handle jettisons the front cargo door from the aircraft. The removal of the door provides enhanced egress to the middle row occupants when flaps remained extended. The release of the door from the aircraft also improves visibility of the rear cargo door handle and simplified opening the rear cargo door for occupants in the rear seats. In 2021, CASA recommended operators consider incorporating the changes Transport Canada have enforced. The ATSB's safety advisory notices also encourage operators and pilots to ensure they are familiar with Transport Canada's Airworthiness Directive, CF 2020-10, and the subsequent CASA-issued Airworthiness Bulletin 52006. The ATSB encourages all owners and operators of the Cessna 206 to read the safety advisory notices by searching AO-2024-049 on our website, from the link in the description below or from the link in our bio.